girl Krislovibes, and I'm back with you guys with another video. And this is story time. And it's about my JCLC summer experience because my homie is from Delta. Yes, I put on the Delta shirt again. I got like 4 of them. 2 from this year, 2 from last year. So they're going to be worn. And they was like, girl, when you going to put this video out? I was like, girl, homie, put it out tonight. Just for you. Just for the homeboy that texted me, when are you going to put this video out? I said, I'm going to do it tonight. So it's for you, homeboy. Alright, let's just get started with the story time because I don't want to ramble. Alright, so I'm going to start with the morning. Alright, so once we arrived on camp, everybody was getting assigned their company. So we had Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, and Delta. Of course, I was in Delta. So they had to take everybody off this bus, and we had to go in this little room. And so they was passing out cards, and they had either like A, B, C, or D up there. I got D, so I was like, yes, I'm in Delta. Like, I was so excited. We're just gonna start with the first event that happened. We're gonna start with drown proofing. So drown proofing, what that is they teach you how to float, basically, with these pants. And so when I got there, they was like strong swimmers, then average swimmers, then weak swimmers. I was a weak swimmer because your girl cannot swim. So when it was time for the weak swimmers, it took me till the end of the time that we had there because I was so afraid. This is where I got like really confused and like had a lot of anxiety because it went from 3 feet to 8 feet real quick. Boom, 3 to 8. I was on the way there and I was in 8 feet of water. And I didn't know I was in 8 feet of water, so I stood up because I felt myself going underwater. And so when I stood up, I wasn't standing up. My feet was not touching the ground, and I was so scared. I was like, why is my feet not touching the ground? And right when I said that, I went underwater, and so I'm like splashing the water everywhere. I'm not gonna lie, that was very relaxing being underwater, even though I was terrified, but like the sound of the water in my ears was just so... Anyways, I came back up. I was like, my chest was burning and everything. I'm just like, yo, I'm about to die. I saw Jesus under there. One of the sergeants were like, well, Jesus said you shall come up. You shall not die today. And I'm like, yo, I saw Jesus and I went to heaven. What are you talking about? I had to start again. And like I said, I'm not doing this without this lady near my side right now. I'm not doing it by myself. Ain't no other way there. I thought I was finished. I wasn't finished. I had to jump in that 8 feet of water. Like, I had to dive into that water and float and swim on my own. I was like, no, bruh, nah, I ain't doing it. So I jumped in and like, I'm hitting the dude while I'm swimming because I'm like, am I there yet? Like, where I'm at? The lifeguard was there with me and I'm hitting him in his face. Like, I'm legit hitting him in his face. Like, what? So I swim towards the ladder and it was like, okay, stand up. I almost drowned in 3 feet of water trying to stand. Okay, and I can do what I want to do. I can post a video if I want to post a video. If I want to make a video about my ex I had 3 years ago, I will. I made a video that happened in 6th grade, so what's good? I know you will. Yes, Lord. I know you will. Yes, Lord. Fight my battles. Help me be still. Back to the story. So after I finished, I was so excited. They was like, look, you finished, girl, you going to Kingston Mint. We changed it to our ACUs and went to LRC. This time I brought my phone with me to LRC. So we arrived at LRC and they split us up into 14 teams, right? With just one task. We had to like have a rope and climb on the bridge. I wasn't about that life because like I don't like climbing and I don't like grabbing on ropes and climbing because I feel like the rope is gonna break anytime soon. So I was like, yo, to be honest, I really wasn't feeling the LRC this year. Like, I was just like, there's too many bugs out here. They're over here talking about ticks, about having Lyme disease. Like, I was just like scared of a tick getting on me, giving me Lyme disease, and I can't eat cheeseburgers no more. We had like a 15-minute break, and so my team, we sat on these little bleachers. And so as I'm sitting there just chilling, like there's like these 2 guys behind me and they was like saying some crazy stuff, doing some weird stuff, and I would like look back occasionally and laugh at them and like join in a little bit. And so there was this dude that was sitting in front of me, right? I ain't gonna lie, the dude was cute. The dude was fine, like chocolate for days. And so he was talking to the dudes that was behind me and like I'm like listening to the conversation. And like I'm trying to look involved because I don't want to look like a loner here, so I'm trying to look involved with this conversation. So they was like talking about age or whatever and grade, and I was asked a question. I was like, yeah, I'm 17 years old, about to turn 18. And homeboy in front of me was like, no, you're not. Like, you're not about to turn 18, like you're 13 years old. And I'm like, are you trying to argue with me about my age right now? We had to go back to doing our what you call it, little obstacle course thing. And with my team, because like since they were 14, they split it up into 2 squads, 7 in each. So our squad, we already did the last one, so it's the other squad's turn to do the what you call it, do the obstacle course. So me and Chocolate sitting down in the grass. To be honest, that's basically what happened. Like the LRC, I really wasn't feeling the LRC. And so it started raining. I was actually pretty happy because that means we get to go in the barracks and chill out. So we're just gonna skip to the confidence course. I love the confidence course, to be honest with you. Like, what they tell you to do is you gotta get like in, I think it was a group of 10, 14 people? I think it was 10 people. A group of 10 people. So my other friend, we're gonna call her Shiny because of her name. So Shiny, she was like, do you want to be in a group with us? I was like, sure, because I need a group now. And so I was in a group with Shiny and the other group of people. And oh my God, like we named ourselves Ew. You know what I'm saying? So the way he said it was hilarious. He was like, are you ready for Team Ew? I was like, what? Yeah, so he was like, 3, 2, 1. Everybody dipped off screaming, Ew! After we got finished with the obstacle course, because there was just one part of the obstacle course that I liked, but you have to like do the like bear crawl in the mud. Oh my God, I loved it. Like, and so every now and then I would be like, who are we? Everyone would be like, ew, who are we? Ew, oh, like it was just one obstacle course where I couldn't get over it. As I'm like trying to get my mind off of it, I start singing Bodak Yellow because of the reference to Cardi B is ew, oh, and so I started singing Bodak Yellow. I was like, you can't mess with me if you wanted to. It was so hype in that obstacle course. Like everybody heard ew and oh. When we got finished with the obstacle course, we had the ER MREs, which I hated so much. I did not like MREs. And so I ate the little chocolate chips or the double chocolate and everything. And I was drinking my little juice and like we was just chilling and talking, having a really good time. So as we got on the bus, as we finished picking up trash and everything, and so all I hear in the back is ew. I get my happy self, turn around, and be like, ew, oh, and ew, and oh, Kurt. Other people started joining in. Like, everybody started joining in. So, half of Delta is screaming, ew. So, Thursday, we did, of course, I told y'all we did STEM and survival training. Survival training, we learned how to purify water using charcoal, rocks, dirt, pine straws, and all that stuff. So, then after we did that, we learned how to spark a fire. Then we moved on to eating the wild. And he taught us to eat beetles. Like, you have to take the legs off the beetles and the wings and eat it. Oh my God! Then he showed us how to clean a worm. You put a worm in water and you just let it swim and everything. And then you wait for you can see through the worm and eat it. Like, then we had to go to STEM. And in STEM, we learned, of course, about technology and planes. So we went to the second part, which we played with this drone, and the dude asked us, he was like, who are like the math people that have like C's and the A people who have A's in math? Went up there, he taught us how to do this little math equation. So let's say everybody get a pen and paper. Put down 103 times 108. So this is how he taught us how to multiply those type of equations. Say 1, add the ones, and you multiply 8 times 3, which is 24. Really, there's your answer. Say 1, add the ones, then multiply the ones. We played with the little drone thing. I didn't get a chance to do it because we had like a short amount of time. But I know that I will break that thing if you give it to me because I don't know how to land it, fly it. The thing's going everywhere. It might hit somebody in the face. I don't know. And then we went to King's Dominion on the last day, which was on Friday, and me and my girl Kiki just chilled out the whole time. She finally rode rides this year, and we went on the little Eiffel Tower thing, and there would be like really pretty clouds. I don't know if they were clouds or evaporation. I don't know, or smoke. I don't know what it was, but it was beautiful. I bought me this hat because it was raining that day, and I believe because it was raining, it just made everything so lit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was lit on a different level. Every time we walked by music, we would stop in the middle of the whole thing and started dancing. We went through the Intimidator, and I saw the Elms, and they went up there the first time, but they was getting up there again. And so I told Kiki to hold my stuff for me. And so it was our turn to get up there, And like I was already regretting it. The minute I sat in that seat and put that thing over me, I regret it. I was like, I'm not gonna like this. And they were telling me if you close your eyes, you're gonna black out. So I was like, man, that's the only way I get through the rides if I close my eyes. So once it got to the top and they went down, like it was like woo, and I just felt the blackness just enclosed in my eyes, right? And I'm just like, I don't want to black out, I don't want to black out, I don't want to black out. Hey, I couldn't scream. I could not get all my screams out because that's how it was knocking the air out of me, bro. Like, right when it got to, like, we were going to get off and everything, I started screaming. I was like, ah! They was like, why are you screaming? It's done. I'm like, because I couldn't scream when we was on the ride. And so we got off. I couldn't walk. I legit couldn't walk. My legs were jello. When I got to Kiki, she was like, I was so scared for you, bruh. I was like, I was scared for me. Then we got on the drop tower. As we got to the top, I'm like, I'm scared, y'all. He was like, it's gonna be okay. Just close your eyes. I'm like, I'm gonna become flexible. Like, what if my leg end up on your leg? He was like, just calm down. It's gonna be okay. I'm just like, it's not. When it got to the top, it stood there for like a good 10 seconds. I'm like, when are we dropping? Like, I do not like the suspense. Like, I just felt my body just go up already and it hadn't even dropped yet. When I said, when it's gonna drop, that's when it dropped. I was like, when it's gonna whoosh? I'm like, ah! And like, I'm screaming for my life because I'm just like, what in the world is going on? My legs are like this. Like, I'm flexible now. And the first ride me and Kiki got on, that's the one that Kiki got on. The first ride we got on, what happened? Okay, so we got on the ride. And so, right when it happened, at first it was good. There was like, right? And I was like, I'm a bad girl. Like, I got this. And then once it started, I'm sitting here screaming. Kiki over here is like, yeah, yeah, I'm loving it. Yeah, like she was like a hardcore football player right now. I'm like, hold up, what's going on? Because the ride is so bumpy and like, I broke my glasses because of how hard it like whips and everything. So that's how I broke my glasses. We went to this candy store. I bought myself a really big lollipop that I was so looking forward to eating when I got home. Saturday came, ready for graduation. I put my lollipop in my little bag, in this little green bag they gave us. And I was ready, like I was prepared. And so I asked Kiki to come with me to go to my bag to get a little piece of my lollipop. And so I got a piece and I was eating it. And so everybody was making jokes because I had this really big lollipop. And it was just like, why did you get that big giant lollipop? I'm like, I don't know. Took pictures and everything. And it was just a very special time. Camp was awesome. That was my experience at summer camp at JCLC. This year was the last year of JCLC, which made me really sad because I wanted to be a black shirt. All my Delta people, hi, how you doing? Like, so that's the end of this video. See you later. Deuces. Oh,